In the next second, her son was crushed to death by a wardrobe that suddenly toppled over. Lucy burst into tears. She tried with all her might to move the wardrobe, but it was no use. 3 months passed in the blink of an eye. Although some time had gone by since their son's death, the grief still hung heavily over the couple. Her husband continued to blame Lucy for the tragedy. He not only insulted her every day, but even accused her of being the one who killed their son. But that night, something was different. When her husband came home from work, he was like a completely different person. He gently kissed Lucy on the forehead, and cheerfully told her that he had run into her aunt earlier that day. Lucy was stunned. Her aunt had died over 10 years ago. She immediately began to suspect that something was wrong with her husband's mental state. Just then, there was a sudden knock at the door. Lucy was confused. Who could it be at this hour? But the next moment, she heard her husband's voice coming from outside. She turned her head in horror toward the living room, but it was completely empty. Terrified, Lucy rushed to the door. When her husband stepped inside, she instinctively backed away a few steps. He was back to his old self again. The moment he walked in, he started yelling at her like always, then stormed into the bedroom in anger. The next morning, Lucy told her best friend about the strange events from the night before. But her friend thought she was just imagining things from excessive grief. Only Lucy knew, what happened that night was far from normal. When she got home, she pulled out all of her son's clothes from before he passed away. She washed them and hung them neatly in the yard, as if doing so meant her son had never really left her. With grief long bottled up inside, her husband had grown cold and withdrawn. Left with no one to lean on, Lucy went alone to visit her son's grave. As she gently stroked the photo on his tombstone, a strange and chilling sound suddenly came from behind her.